Hey, VC, Laz back again, and I'm going to shoot another video for an update here. This is for the Helloween collection, and I have a lot of updates to do. So I'm actually going to be off for the next 4 days, so I'm hoping I can get some of these done and caught up. Anyway, yeah, I want to get to a Helloween and Gamma Ray update. So I got a fair stack here, and also on that, I want to talk about. I built a Helloween custom cabinet. So I've got my maidens over here, Judas Priest back over there, Blue Oyster Cult right here, and then right next to that is a Helloween cabinet, and then next to that is a Blind Guardian cabinet. So I have a few cabinets to do videos on. But anyway, let's talk about a Helloween update. So I'll go through the CDs first. I got a few CDs and a DVD, and these are all the CDs are all Japanese pressings. And so I'll start with this one, Dr. Steen. It's too bright. There we go. Dr. Steen with the Obi there. And I have a German UK pressing of this, I believe, that is a 3-inch disc too. So it's nice to get a Japanese one. If you guys have followed my Helloween collection, you know I have a lot of Japanese pressings. Next up, this is going to be Seven Sinners. And this is a Helloween Digipack with Obi strip. So I have a few copies of Seven Sinners, but they're jewel cased. So I thought I'd grab the Digipack edition. And then next up, Gambling with the Devil. And this is the die cut slip case. And I have an OG of this. I believe it's a German pressing and the die cut slip case as well. But this is a Japanese pressing with the unique Obi on top instead of on the spine, right? So got that one. Underrated album. And then got a couple gamma rays here. I got No World Order. And again, this is a Japanese Digipack edition. I have, you can see them from here, 3 other versions of this album in jewel cases, and all 3 of those are different pressings, believe it or not. So this will be number 4 in a different press. And like I said, Japanese with a Digipack. And then the last one here, I have a few pressings of this as well, but I did not have a Japanese pressing, and that is To the Metal, jewel case edition. So the Helloween and Gamma Ray and Family CDs grow again. And then I'll finish this off with, I did pick up this DVD, and this is Gamma Ray Lust for Live, famous show, with Ralph Sheepers. Original pressing. This was actually still sealed in the original shrink when I bought it, so I got to be the one to open it. So very cool. Has the booklet inside. Which, you know, nowadays, especially with DVDs, you know, when you buy them used, it's hard to know if they originally came with a booklet or not, unless you happen to have had it before. Oh, I'm sorry, this does not have a book. This one did not. I'm thinking of, what was the other DVD I just got? Was it a Maiden DVD? I think it was a Maiden DVD that had a booklet inside, so I got it confused. So this one did not originally have a booklet, but this was sealed. So that's cool. And sure, you can stream this on YouTube and whatnot, but you know, as a collector, I like to have the physical media. So there we go. So there's the CDs and DVDs. That's the new additions to the Helloween collection. And now we'll get on to the vinyl. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's the vinyl. And what I'm going to show here is I'm going to start with the OG material first, because there's some real gems here. And when I say gems, I'm talking about near mint pristine copies. First is an original OG German on Noise of Walls of Jericho, and this thing is absolutely pristine. Never played. The person I bought it from said it was part of their father's collection that was never played. I'll take it out. Look at the corners on this. Super sharp. Just gorgeous. Not a piece of ringware anywhere. beautiful copies. So I was very excited to get that. I, of course, already have it, but, you know, when you see them in that condition, you know, you can't let them go. So got that copy of Walls of Jericho. How about this? This is an original RCA pressing, American press, still sealed in the original shrink wrap. And that's how I'm going to leave it, because obviously I've got copies and copies of this album, so I will leave this one sealed for posterity and collector's sake. So with the Obi strip on there, my little sealed sticker on there, so I remember it's sealed when I pull it. And so yeah, an OG RCA pressing, sealed in the shrink. Next up, this is one I've needed for a while in this edition, which is the UK edition. And it's this is from the same collection as the Walls of Jericho, so absolutely pristine mint. I got 3 albums from this individual, and this is the second one, and this is Helloween live in the UK. And again, you're going to see the corners on this are absolutely perfect, unplayed, gorgeous pressings. You could shave in the vinyl; it's so shiny, you know, and it's just gorgeous. And then this is the third one, and this is an OG, the limited edition, back when colored vinyl was limited edition. And this is the original Noise International SPV. I believe this is German, yes. And this is the Dr. Steen 12-inch on white vinyl, which was the rarer of the 12 inches. And see, I marked it there on white. I'll show it if you've never seen it. I mean, obviously it's Dr. Steen, but on white vinyl. But it is pretty because it goes with Dr. Steen and his white lab coat there. So there you go on the white vinyl. There's the label of the yellow and white. And it even, yes, has the, I mean, look at the inner sleeve. Look how white and shiny, sharp corners, just perfect condition. So for the 12-inch OG material, some nice additions to the collection there. And then the last OG piece I'm going to show is this one, which is, I didn't have a copy of this at all, so I was glad to finally break down and get it. And that's the the 10-inch of Kids of the Century. And, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of 10-inch vinyl, but when you collect a band, you're forced to get it. And if no one's ever seen this, this is, yeah, EMI, but I believe also German. And it opens up, which I've never got to see because I've never owned it. It's got this cool kind of gatefold cut here that opens up like that. All right. And then it's a top loader. Okay. With the vinyl. So, and it's got Kids of the Century on side A and blue suede shoes on side B. And then a quick Helloween interview also on side B. So, very cool to get that finally into the collection. And then, okay, now I'm going to go on to some reissues and some bootleg material. So on the reissues, these are all UK pressing reissues, the recent ones. And these came from a seller who contacted me, actually, and said, would I be interested in these for $10 a piece if I took all 4 of them? And I was like, $10 a piece? Dude, I can't pass up a lot of shit for $10 a piece. So absolutely, he goes, you know, I barely played them. I just don't know if this band's really for me. Found you, thought you might want them. I'm like, hell yeah. So $10 a piece. They're like brand new. The difference is they're all on black vinyl, which is cool because I think of the reissue ones that I have, which are colored vinyl. I do not have these pressings on Parlophone, and they're all black. So I was like, man, what a way to add to the collection on the cheap and in gorgeous shape. So we'll start with Walls of Jericho. It's an import press, Europe, 2015 on Parlophone, black vinyl. Next one, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 2. Gatefold, obviously. Import Press, Europe, 2015 Parlophone. Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1. Import Press, Parlophone. And then the last one is the last album, self-titled Helloween. And what's cool about this one is it's on a red vinyl. And I have many versions of this album now. I did not have a copy on red vinyl. I've got pretty much every other edition they made. Picture disc, gold, gold splatter, the box set, black, holographic, you name it. But I did not have a red one, so very cool to add that one. Okay, and then I have 3 more pieces left here, and these are unofficial pressings, okay? And I won't say where I got them because they're unofficial, and I don't want anybody to get in trouble for selling them. It is an online store that probably a lot of us shop at, and if you saw them when they were there, then you know who I'm talking about. But they were there for a very short time, and they went very quick, and they were very cheap. I think they were like 20 bucks a piece. And so as a Helloween collector, I had to get them. I've got 2 of one of the other, but they're just beautiful. They sound great. Very, very cool, even though they're unofficial. But these are, it even says by Noise International, so they're straight up like counterfeits, okay? But they're beautiful. First one is the Helloween EP with the Japanese obi strip. And this comes on yellow vinyl. There was, I believe, blue, yellow, black, and I think maybe green. I would have opted for the green one myself. When I jumped on and saw it, 2 of the colors were already sold out, which I think was blue and green. And then the black and yellow were still left, and I opted for the yellow. So the EP, they're very well done. They look legit. They even have the little EMI logo and Noise down here on the obi. I mean, but these are, in fact, unofficial. But they sound great. They look great. Very sturdy, heavy jackets, almost borderline Japanese thickness. So very nice pieces. And then the next one is I got 2 of the Walls of Jericho. Same thing, same company, same situation. Okay. First one I got is the matching one to the EP on yellow. So I figured, if I'm going to get them, I may as well get them matching. Now I don't know if they're going to continue these. Whoever did these, I don't know if there's going to be more. If they're going to move on to Keeper, the Keeper series, and keep continuing these, I don't know. But I want to keep my eye out for them. And then the last one is the Walls of Jericho on orange, which is darker than it's showing up on the camera there. That's interesting. It actually kind of matches the cover better with the orange. But yeah, maybe if I put the yellow next to it, you can see the difference. A little bit. Anyway, there's the 2 different colors. So, Walls of Jericho, a couple copies of that as counterfeit copies. Now, obviously, if I, obviously I collect bootlegs. Everybody knows that. And on the counterfeit stuff like that, if I didn't have or had no intention of picking up originals, or reissues or whatever, I wouldn't buy those as my sole copies. But I've got so many copies of those albums. I bought them so many times now that I don't have any problem owning counterfeit copies strictly for the collection and for shits and giggles and fun. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I am going to do a video of the Helloween cabinet that I put together. When I have it all done, I have just a couple more things to do. It's in operation now, but I just have a few more things to do to it for decoration. And then I'll shoot a video of that and just kind of show, all of the Helloween gamma ray stuff all together in its own cabinet now, which is kind of cool. So it just grew to that point where it had to have its own cabinet. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please comment. I love the comments. I don't always get back to them right away, but I try to. And thanks to everybody that checked out my last Blue Oyster Cult collection spotlight video where I showcased the vinyl. That was a long one, almost 2 hours, but thanks everybody for sitting through that and hopefully enjoying that, and hopefully learning about a few pieces that you may not have known existed out there if you collect BOC. So, and if you haven't seen that yet, head over to my page and you'll see my playlist from Maiden, Helloween, BOC, I can't remember who else. Anyway, you'll find it. But thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, peace. Stay in the groove.